back. I wanted to show off some of the experimental classes that I've been working on forever ago for Project Hamartia. So I know this is me telling players that, hey, these things may or may not work correctly. Let's start with this guy first. He's probably the most interesting, the most, I don't know, I don't know, I've got some neat things I do with this guy. Again, this is another placeholder location for the time being, just because the prettier one I've been working up is still giving me weird spawn and creature or demon behavior issues. So this guy, his whole deal is with taking control of people. So I have this, it's not exactly balanced with cooldowns very much yet, but I can take control of people with a shot. Let's actually get this guy on my side. There he goes. You'll see I'm really proud of the little effect. He'll go take care of them. Now here's the really interesting thing of this class, and that's that when I have someone controlled, they are also a grenade. And if you just watch the, I don't know what order I'm going to upload these in, but at least it's the last video that I recorded, then you'll see I've used this trick before. It seems like I'm abusing it altogether a bit. What the hell's happening? Hold on. Well, now I can't activate my grenade again. That's a problem. I think I had an issue with it, just like the other thing, with something with it being inconsistent. There we go. There's probably some boolean that's blocking the signal from going through until I re-signal who's going to be controlled. But again, yeah, you can see that for a fraction of a second, it shows that... That's weird, it happened again. It shows that barrel. I kind of like the two-stage explosion it gives off. You can see the explosions are quite strong, but it's not exactly what's intended. Now, of course, if I were to actually release this, if this was in my, these are all 100% ready to go, I'm happy with them, then it wouldn't be, I would have balanced it around, the goal shouldn't just be to control somebody and then immediately blow them up. That should be something that, like, what I'd like to do is make them a lot tankier for the duration that they are controlled, just by changing their percentage of health when they're controlled and when that ends. Make them tanky so that in theory things want to hop around them and get close, and then when they're fighting a bunch of things, that's when you detonate them for some pretty massive damage. Because like right now it just encourages really blowing them up the first chance you get. At least for all the smaller enemies. It might self-balance with more play. It might be that it's actually fine. Oh jeez. The other thing that this guy has is, I don't know if you can hear that, but I get to cycle between those 3 demons that we're allowed to be in here. I don't want to be a Revenant, because this room is great for that. I hold it down, I transform, and then, then I'm being this guy. I think I've got it as a... Yeah, it's his maintaining form there. It gives you a cooldown, because the idea is that you're not just one of these forever. The idea is that, yeah. So, Slave and Shot is prime. It's whenever I hold... It's if you're wondering how I'm actually triggering this, it's when I... Oh, God, I'm dead. Ooh, actually, I don't know what happens to my target. He's still there, so I'm going to blow him up. Blam. Did I just lose all audio? I appear to have lost all audio. What the hell is going on? Well, those guys are dead. That's a strange little thing. Oh, it's back now, maybe. What are some of the other things I want to show off? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the experimental classes. I'll show those later. I've got another video planned for that. I'll try the Spitfire next. Spitfire is nothing amazing. It's really just he toggles between having haste and the more he shoots, you see that overdrive charging. The point of that is that it rewards him for continuous shooting. So as long as I'm shooting, I'm building my next ability. My next perk, I should say. It's more of a perk than a straight ability. He also gets ammunition by killing things. Yeah, but I get a recharge, and I spawn a quad damage, which these can combine, as you can see. So in other words, this guy might seem boring until you realize that he lets you get haste and quad damage and just burn down everything. So his whole deal is just shooting real damn fast. And you can shoot all sorts of things fast. I gave him like almost every weapon in the arsenal, because they're all satisfying to use with this combination. Even that. Then you got a second of downtime. Oh, but I don't, because I was shooting a lot, so. There we go. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of damage, even just the shotgun. Look at that. Again, this guy might seem like he's busted, and I haven't done extensive testing. He might just be busted. Why can't I get this? It's weird. I can only get it while I have haste. I can't remember if I rigged it to be that way or not. It's been a while since I've done anything with these guys. But so he's very interesting. Or he's not the most interesting class ever, but he's surprisingly fun to play. You gotta like ebb and flow. You gotta like be ready to, you know, back off and play safe when everything's down, and then go ham while everything's up. Again, I wouldn't call this balanced yet, but it is. It does make some of these weapons have a slightly different persona. Surprisingly, to have haste on them, and everyone knows that. But just seeing it is nice. Or feeling it for as long as I've designed this guy to let you feel it is really, really nice. I don't know what that's from. I'm gonna kill these guys, and I'm gonna go on to my next guy. Okay, now I'm back in here. Now we're getting closer towards the more broken guys. I'm not even going to play with him. He's actually not rigged up correctly at all. And I'm probably going to keep some effects of these guys. So this was the Ballista. The whole point of him... Oh yeah, I'm still getting haste. See that? That's going to make this a little strange, but just bear with me. Again, that's why they're in that part of the shop. So the Ballista has... He's also a little busted right now because this explosion he has is incorrectly tuned right now, and I'm aware of that. But all the same, I want to show you just the gist of what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be a character that really motivated using the snipers and using this thing as like a battle rifle. And I've got an interesting way I tried to make that happen that I don't know how successful it is, really. The idea was you have a normal weapon. As you can see, he's got these explosions that are actually, I think, not supposed to be spawning. I think I turned them on to spawn all the time as part of a test I was running. So ignore that for now. But the idea is that he's got a decently strong weapon, but it's just a basic weapon until you crouch. Hold on. Better position. Yeah, and also you need so you notice I'm pretty fast here. So the idea is you'd get to a position, crouch, and then you'd get these 3 really strong rounds. Now balancing was hard because I wanted to have this thing act as a battle rifle because it was kind of satisfying. But this thing is just so much stronger that it's kind of dumb. But so the idea was, like, you'd go... I even thought of making it where you could only shoot while you were crouched. And I don't know how I felt about this, like, night vision mode. It was kind of a neat thing I had going, but I imagine it might give you a headache after a while. Again, it's in the broken shop for a reason. I'll also be able to shoot a lot faster than I'm supposed to be able to right now. Yes, this is insanely strong because of that explosion. Just doing a crazy amount of damage. I also had for him a super railgun. So you pull this thing out, and the idea was it just punches through everything. With this extra sound effect, you can hear even this, like, the echo. This is also, if I ever put a scoreboard on this map, I'm just going to have to delete these these experimental classes, because this guy is not balanced. And as you can see, if you can stack the fact that these characters are broken, you get some pretty busted things. I don't know. You can see why I didn't finish this guy. There was a lot of stuff that was going to have to go into making him really feel balanced. And there's a lot of limitations that Snap Map doesn't really give you easy ways around that made it harder. I get the explosion of punches. Also, something else that you would notice is that despite, I don't know why, I don't know where I went wrong, but despite this thing supposedly having like a bunch of damage, I'm only able to get it to do 1200, which is what this thing does. Not only able to, its current rig, like that I haven't looked at it really. I was just playing around with this guy earlier. Yeah, I shouldn't have stopped there. Yeah, I know that. All right, that's interesting. I now seem to be unable to move. That was weird. Oh no! Because I died crouching. Yep, so that's a problem. Yeah, that's why these guys are staying in this shed. All the rest of these, though, I've given considerable improvements and updates to, and I'll go over those later on. The Phalanx, the Firebrand, the Demolisher, the Hellcaster, and the Valkyrie, those in particular got some big updates. But I'll go through those later on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you just got some interesting ideas for stuff you could do, or just you got to see some of the neat things I was able to try out. If you want me to go over exactly how I made any of these things happen, or at least the current build of them, which is far from perfect, please let me know in the comments, and I can do that. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.